Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Super here, and welcome to another MKX video. And I know I just did a Q&A recently, but I wanted to do one more Q&A before this potential patch comes out. I don't know if the balance patch is going to come out, maybe today or this Tuesday or this Wednesday, but just in case, I wanted to do one just to give my wish list, or just pretty much answer this first question, which you guys will know which one it is. But if the patch doesn't come, then I'll have to record more videos on the current state of the game, which I was kind of hoping for a new patch to come out this week, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it still comes out. If not, I'll record some videos with some other characters. But let's get started here. Let me pull up the questions, and as always, if you guys have your own question, make sure you guys leave it in the comment section. I will try to get to it during the next Q&A. But first question is the one that I want to answer. So this one comes from Hellspawn, and he asks, which character do you want buffed the most, and which character do you want nerfed the most? So I kind of wanted to give a little wish list. It's not going to go on too long, because if I were to talk about like every character I want buffed and nerfed, it'd probably be a whole video talking about that, and this is supposed to be a Q&A video, so let's get into it. The character that I want nerfed the most is Demo Sonya. Take away so many of the plus frames, make her not be able to juggle you with the stun grenades for too long, or maybe like if she gets hit and if you trade, make the stun grenade effect go away. Like, just nerf the stun grenade. I think that's the big problem with Demolition Sonya. You're able to get like 6 stun grenades in one combo in the corner, which is ridiculous. The stun grenades controls the whole game. So pretty much when she has her stun grenades, she does whatever she wants, whenever she wants. I just want that nerfed heavily. I just want Sonya to get nerfed to the grounds. As far as Demo, leave her other 2 variations. Actually, Special Forces is pretty fucking scary, man. A lot of people are not paying attention to that variation, but that variation is scary as hell. So you know what, just nerf all of Sonya's variations. I don't care what you do. You can do anything to Sonya, just nerf the hell out of her. That's my wish list for most nerf character. And my most buff character, the character I want buffed the most, this one is just for one variation, which you guys probably know who I'm talking about. And, I just want this variation to be usable and like decent versus a lot of the cast. And I'm talking about Cyber Sub-Zero. And the reason he struggles so much is because he's only effective in the corner. Outside of the corner, he is pretty much useless. The corner is where you're going to get all your damage. Cyber Sub-Zero cannot combo his ice ball mid-screen other than using 1-1-1, or I think back 3 might work as well if you're very, very close. But if you're at max range, back 3 is not going to combo into regular ice ball unless you meter burn it. I think standing 4 also, or forward 4, combos into the ice ball, but pretty much I don't want him to get over buffed, because then he is going to be broken just like he was when he first was released, because he was actually broken. He was too good. Just raise his damage just a little bit to get 28 to 32% mid screen without having to trade an arm and a leg for it, and make him be able to combo his forward 1-3, his back 1, his back 3. Make it be able to combo into regular ice ball without having to be extremely close to your opponent or have to waste a bar of meter. That's it. That's all I want as a Cyber Sub-Zero player. Just make him be able to combo his ice ball, his main source of capture, just like every other variation of Triborg. Cyrax could combo his net fine with anything. Smoke could combo his smoke bomb. So just make that possible with Cyber Sub, and I'll be happy. So Cyber Sub, most buff character that I want, and Demo Sonya, or just Sonya in general, is the character that I want nerfed to the ground. So moving on here, Jill asks, will you ever give King of Fighters 14 a chance? And I've actually got in a couple of people who asked me if I'm going to try out King of Fighters 14, and the answer is I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I want to spend, $60 on a game that I'm not going to put too much time into. I do love a lot of the King of Fighters. characters. You know, Iori has been one of my favorite characters for a very long time. You know, I played, you know, the old school King of Fighters. King of Fighter 98, I think, is the one that I played. My local liquor store actually had one of those old King of Fighters games, and my friends and I would play it all the time. But I'm not sure, you know, I don't even play Street Fighter, you know, and I have that game as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy it. If they actually, so there's gonna be a patch to come out to King of Fighters soon that's gonna fix the netcode. If the netcode gets fixed and it's like really good to where I could play online, then I might buy it, but there's no guarantees. Moving on here, Chris asks, what is one of, let's see, what is one move you believe should be a brutality? Okay, what's one move that I think should be a brutality that isn't? And I have two of them that come to my mind immediately. One of them is one of these characters right here that you guys see on the screen. Ferrator's X-Ray should be a brutality. Ferrator's X-Ray is awesome. It could be in two spots. It could be like at the beginning or the middle where he punches his opponent in the stomach, and then maybe the brutality could be like he punches a hole through their stomach. And then the perfect, you know, situation for a brutal where he throws Farah and she pokes the opponent's eyes out. That could be a brutality. Maybe in midair she could like slice the opponent in half, and then she could come back to Tor. She could just land next to the body, split in half. That would be fucking awesome. That would have been a perfect brutal. And another one that I talked about before is Cryomancer Sub-Zero's Ice Hammer. And you know, instead of having like the default brutality be the spikes that you could impale on your opponent's head, which I think is the worst brutality in the game, have the brutality be the Ice Hammer slamming the opponent's head down. That would be a sick brutal for Cryomancer Sub-Zero. Those two are the ones that come to my mind. Of course, if you guys have your own you know, moves that you wish were brutalities, write in the comment section. Moving on here, Isaac asks, let's see, are you planning to do any face cam videos anytime soon? And face cam videos with gameplay, I don't think I'm gonna do anytime soon, just because I don't know, man. Like, I don't really make any faces when I play. I do rage and I get salty as hell, but I don't really like do faces or anything like that. So I don't know. I personally don't think that face cams really add anything extra to actual gameplay videos. That's just me personally. Maybe in the future I'll try stuff out, but to me, like, especially in a fighting game, I don't think it adds anything extra. But as far as like my face cam videos, of course I do reaction videos all the time, and they're a lot of fun for me, and those will keep coming, you know, as long as there's something for me to react to. So those will keep coming. Jonesy asks, how long does it take you to learn a new character? Well, Jonesy, now since I know the mechanics of Mortal Kombat X in and out, it usually takes me maybe a couple of hours in training mode, just to like learn their combos, learn the frame data, and you know, see what has gaps in it, see what works. And it usually takes me just a couple hours, maybe like even just 1 hour, just to learn the basics of the character and be able to, you know, take him online and do decent with him. But when I first started, it definitely took me weeks to learn a new character. For example, like Aaron Black is probably my best character at the moment, and I remember when I first picked him up, it took me maybe 2 weeks to even start winning a couple matches with him, because at the start, you know, especially when you're new to a fighting game, you're trying to learn the mechanics of the fighting game, you're trying to get adjusted to the fighting game, the pace and all that. And on top of that, learning a whole new character, it takes some time. But once you understand the game, like MKX, you know, I played this shit so much, I could, you know, pick up a character in about an hour and take him online and do okay with him, be able to hold my own with him, you know. Like, the most important thing to know with a character is frame data. And once you learn the frame data with that character, like, you could do basic combos, you know, 30% combos. Combos in MKX execution-wise aren't really hard, you know. So, like, frame data and matchup knowledge with characters is the most important thing to learn when you're trying to learn a new character. So it doesn't take that long once you understand the mechanics of the game. Moving on here, probably the last question. The real made BS. Who would you like to see as a guest character in MK11? And there's only one. There is only one character that I want to see as a guest character in a Mortal Kombat game, and that is Spawn. I don't care who else you put in the game. You could bring back Freddy Krueger. It would be awesome because Freddy Krueger is my favorite horror movie icon. But if you were to give me a choice between any character, I could just pick any character out of comic books, Marvel, DC, just anything. They just tell you pick one character. I would have picked Spawn to make it into a Mortal Kombat game as a guest DLC character. He's just the perfect character for a Mortal Kombat game, and it blows my mind that he hasn't made it as a guest character in a Mortal Kombat game yet. It's crazy to me. You know, Todd McFarlane is the one that approves whether Spawn makes it into anything or not. He's the one who owns Spawn. It's not Marvel, it's not DC, it's Todd McFarlane. So all they have to do is go contact the man and do some sort of negotiation, do some sort of deal, and have him be in the game. That's it. Like the Spawn character, all they need to do is have Todd McFarlane say, yes, I allow Spawn to be in your game, and that's it. It doesn't need to go through any other company or any other like person. It's just Todd McFarlane. If he approves, then he's yours. I don't understand why Spawn isn't in a Mortal Kombat game, especially Mortal Kombat X's perfect chance, but maybe he will be in a future MK game like MK11. So, you know, fingers crossed, guys. So that's going to be the end of today's Q&A video. The next time you guys see another Q&A video, the patch will either have been out or it will not be out, but we'll know for sure. I really hope, fingers crossed, that the patch comes out this week, you know, maybe even today when you guys see this Q&A video, or tomorrow or Wednesday, who knows. But fingers crossed, I really want a patch. So that's gonna be it. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.